Hey everybody, I am so happy to be with you. It is so close to the new year, which we are all excited to have a new beginning of all sorts of different kinds of things because 2020 will be in our past. But I hope that during this time that you take some time to reflect on the blessings that God has given you throughout this time. Maybe they're a little bit harder to look for, maybe they're a little bit less apparent to you, but take some time to think about all the ways that God has gifted you so many different things throughout this last year. I just want to take a few minutes here to kind of give you a little bit of a heads up on what we're doing in the next month. So as far as teaching wise, we're going to go through the book of Proverbs. Now, we're not going to go through every single proverb every Sunday or anything like that, but we are hoping that we can encourage you to read along with us every single day a different proverb. So there's 31 proverbs in the book of Proverbs, and there's 31 days in January. And we want to start off this new year by creating a habit of always going to Scripture. So many of you I know have great Scripture time and different habits that you do, some different programs, some different plans. But I just want to say, as a unit of a church, if you could take just a few minutes to read a proverb a day and kind of carry through this entire process throughout the month of January, I think there's going to be some awesome things that we learn through the book of Proverbs that continue to point us to what it looks like to live a godly life and ultimately to submit to Christ in the way that He wants us to live God-honoring lives. And so a couple things that I want you to try to do, okay? First off, this is from the Bible Project. If you haven't seen any Bible Project videos, I would encourage you to go to those, and we'll share some links out about that. But this gives a great overview of the whole entire book of Proverbs. The other thing is the same thing I encouraged with Zechariah, since we're going to be in this book. I would encourage you to go get this ESV Scripture Journal. I don't know if there are other translations like the NIV, if they have individual books, but this just gives you a really clean look so you can make notes, do whatever you need to throughout your entire process and your walk through January. These are like $6 online. I know you'll probably, by the time you see this, it'll take a while to get it, but I would just encourage you to have something. If it's not just this, maybe it's a specific journal, like a little moleskin or some sort of little notebook that you can kind of write down some thoughts in the way that you read Scripture and the things that God's teaching you throughout this time. So that is what we'll be doing. So myself and Pastor Kevin will be preaching different Sundays, and we'll kind of preach along the schedule. So the 3rd is what I'll be preaching on. I'll kind of intro the whole book, but that Proverbs 3 is where we'll start on January 3rd, that first Sunday of January. So I hope that this is a growing opportunity for you, and I pray that you will have a wonderful new year as we start this 2021. And may we continue to proclaim Christ and let more people be a part of the family of God. So thank you, and have a great rest of the week. Have a safe New Year's Eve, and have a wonderful New Year's Day.